The most news in the morning. CNN's American Morning. Weekday, 6 a.m. Eastern.
Well, now to a controversial billboard campaign that has sparked a debate over abortion and race. The billboards feature a picture of a black infant with the message, "Black children are an endangered species." Some 80 billboards are now up in the Atlanta area. The groups behind them say abortion clinics target black women and are, in effect, threatening the African-American population. Joining us now from Atlanta is Catherine Davis. She's the director of minority outreach at Georgia Right to Life, which co-sponsored the billboards. And from Shreveport, Louisiana this morning, Dr. Artis Cash. He's the founder of Shreveport's chapter of the National Action Network. Good to see both of you. Catherine Davis, let's start with you. Why did you see the need for this campaign?
The numbers of abortions that are happening in Georgia and around the country are startling. It's absolutely stunning. In 2008, the most recent figures that we have from the state of Georgia, over 18,901 of the 32,000 abortions that were done on black women. So we want to alert the community and awaken the community to the devastating impact that abortion is having on our community.
Those figures that you cite from 2008 would seem to be in line with CDC findings, Centers for Disease Control findings from 2006, which found 57.4% of abortions in Georgia were performed on black women, even though African Americans only make up 30% of the population. Dr. Cash, your reaction to this?
Well, first of all, I thank you for having me. And then also let me say this, that at a time when we have such an exemplary woman in the White House, a mother as well as a grandmother, and then a family, for this organization that this young lady works for this organization to demoralize and criminalize the African American female is just uncalled for. At the National Action Network, we tend to go to try to solve the problem. The problem is character. Reverend Sharpton has tried diligently to bring character back into our communities. It's interesting, these numbers depict a high rate of abortions in the Atlanta area. But now if you look at the numbers on the reverse side, we see that there are so many children that are being born out of wedlock, and that number is staggering. So I don't know how this group could come in and now change our agenda when we have an agenda. Our agenda is the double-digit unemployment that exists in the black community.
Well, let me let Ms. Davis respond to some of what you said, Dr. Cash, that you are criminalizing black women, Ms. Davis, and as well that this is a matter more of character than anything. And it is true what Dr. Cash says, too, that in the black community across the country, according to Centers for Disease Control, 71.6% of births are to unmarried women.
Well, that is getting away from the topic, I think. The question is abortion having an adverse impact on the black community? And if it is, why? And I understand that there are social justice issues that need to be addressed, but we are not demonizing black women. What we are saying is that the abortion industry has targeted specifically the black community. It is a racial agenda, and I'm not sure of what agenda Mr. Cash is referring to, but if we are being undermined from a racial perspective, should we not do something about it? Is there any truth to what we are saying, that the black community is being targeted by the abortion industry? I think so. Well, and that is the issue that we are addressing.
Well, what do you say about that, Dr. Cash? Have you seen any evidence that the black community is being targeted by abortion providers? And is there a racial agenda at work here?
Yes, it is, and I'm just shocked that this young lady would even allow herself to be used in this matter, because here we are, we're changing Roe to Rowena, and now we are trying to change the face of abortion and try to make the black female feel that they have really sunk down to a level that is intolerable. I want you to know that there are so many young mothers in our church and other places that are going and having children.
I'm sorry.
They're not aborting babies. That's not a major thing in churches. And I don't know where this lady came up with this kind of logic from. Her numbers are skewed.
Go ahead, Ms. Davis. Where did you come up with that logic?
Those are not my numbers. Those are the state of Georgia's numbers. And in no way am I attacking my sisters. I am black. My people are dying. Our people are dying. Why can't you see that rather than buying into this racist agenda that is controlling the birth rate of the black community? Don't you realize that over 18,870,000 black babies have died by abortion? We would be 59 million strong if we just had those 18 million. And yet your organization or any of the other organizations are not pointing the finger where it belongs. We are creating a social justice agenda of failure. It is failing, and it begins with sanctity of life in the womb.
Dr. Cash, if I read your last answer correctly, you said, yes, you do believe that the black community is being targeted by abortion providers. Does that not require some kind of response, some sort of action?
Well, what happens is this, John, and I don't know, I guess we're on two different pages, but you have to understand that our agenda is that we're going to build character. Reverend Sharpton has constantly been going around the country in different chapters saying we need to build character. Now, if our social economic situation had changed, don't you realize, young lady, that there would not be in an abortion? The only reason why abortion comes about in our community is because of the blight that exists in our community. We're not aborters of babies. In fact, don't you think it's interesting? At one time, they had us on birth control and putting sisters on birth control, trying to make sure they wouldn't have babies. And then now, all of a sudden, now we come up with a new agenda. And this agenda, like I said, I find it so interesting. We get an African-American president, and now we throw a black baby on the front of a billboard. And we as black people don't like our laundry aired that way and not put up in the air so people can take a look at it. And this sister been black a long time, and she know that.
One more response from Ms. Davis, if I could, because we are just about out of time. What do you say about the idea, about the criticism, Ms. Davis, that you're going about the problem completely backwards, that what you need to do is address the lack of education, the poverty among the black community, other issues like that, and that abortion is really an end product of all of that?
Abortion, to say that the answer to our social justice issues is to kill the baby is just intellectually, politically, and socially insulting. We are being targeted by the abortion industry, and if we don't protect the baby in the womb, then there is no protection to those that are born. A dead child doesn't need education. A dead child can't rise politically because it's dead. A dead child can't rise economically because it's dead. If we don't stop aborting our children and killing them before they have life, we won't be here to worry about it.
Catherine
we really
Davis,
won't. We need to address the issue.
Maybe we're saying the same thing.